Hello there, viewers of my channel. Today I thought I'd be doing something slightly different. The Doctor Who fan film craze is something which has been sort of going around the internet for a very long time now, and as a great aficionado, if you will, of Doctor Who fan films, I thought today I'd do a audio commentary on my personal favourite by Mr. Lawrence Neves. It is Time of Zygon. It's one of the classics, I think. But not only that, I am joined today by, well, a man who needs no introduction, but he can introduce himself anyway. Take it away.
Hello there. My name is Phoenix Smith, a self-appointed fan film expert. And can I just say what a delight it is to be here, unravelling the tapestry of dreams that is Time of Zygon.
Yeah, it's
you all today.
It's a pleasure to have you, Phoenix. Tell me, would this be? Would you say this would be your favourite fan film? Because I know there are others like Duck Call, some of the great ones. But would you say this is up there?
Well, definitely. Unless you're talking about something that I've made, of all the fan films, that this is probably my favourite.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else has sort of touched it in terms of the cultural impact.
Yeah,
it's had on viewers.
Yeah, I'd say this is up. I'd say this is up there, almost probably better than the actual. I mean, the actual show, because this has something which the BBC show doesn't. This has a touch of sort of. It's hard to put it into words, but it's something magical and something that the BBC, a big budget production company, can't really pull off.
It has a kind of raw energy in its themes and its ideas that it's a bit frightening.
It is slightly scary. But I think it's time to tackle the scariness today. So
cool. I'm a bit nervous.
I've got sweaty palms. We're going to be watching this now. This is the second revised edition, by the way, to you fans out there. This is not the original. This is sort of the George Lucas re-edit, if you will. But we think I think it still holds up, even with remastered special effects and music.
I think it's worth watching since it's what Lawrence Neves intended.
Yeah,
it's a director's
this is his
cut,
vision.
if you will, so
this is his vision.
Closer to his intended vision.
Exactly.
For Zygon.
Yes, Time of Zygon. Right. So should we? I think without further ado, we should start this journey.
Let's.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Here we see the TARDIS going through some nebula.
I think I would say that this was created by Lawrence Neves
Brilliant
himself.
effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I really like the way the names come up. It's quite minimalist. Oh, that was.
Doctor Who.
It's a great vortex there.
Time of Zygon. I think we have to pay some attention to the titling of the story. I mean, it's such a bold and snappy, poetic title. It doesn't waste times with thes and plurals. It's just Time of Zygon.
It's just fantastic, yeah. And you can see this. The action started already. We've jumped straight into it.
We don't need any explanation or any exposition or.
I like the way that you have droplets of, I guess that's water on the camera lens. I think this could be a reference to the Web Planet.
Very atmospheric.
Yeah, because in the Web Planet, notoriously they put Vaseline on the camera lens to give it an alien look, and I think this is sort of giving it an Earth look, British look.
Yes.
Yeah. I think what's immediately striking about this film is the boldness of the cuts. You know, just then there was a cut when there didn't really need to be one, but it's very striking. It's very sudden. It's very urgent.
And it's symbolic, I guess.
Yes.
It has a bold, raw, almost sexual power to it.
Yeah. Oh, and now here we are introduced to new characters.
Yes.
Oh, and I love that.
Oh!
That was.
Notice the way the Sam Golder Doctor will occasionally look into the camera, a knowing glance at the audience, inviting them into the story.
Yes, very. It's a good touch to his character, and I like the way that the top hat complements his his head, I guess. It's a very powerful costume. Reference, I think, probably to Colin Baker's costume with a touch of red.
Yes. The way the top hat looks like it's almost about to fall off his head at any moment, you know, it's on the edge, and it symbolises his character, who's a doctor on the edge of danger. Look at the drama being built up. Look at that choreography on the monk. My God.
Yeah, the costumes are very good in this.
Yes.
They can range from the Zygon monk costume to the Doctor's costume to the Earth costume. And it's really hard to talk over this because I'm getting so invested in the story that...
I know I want to listen to the dialogue. The dialogue sort of demands to be listened to.
Again, unpredictable. You never...
Again, look at the way Penny almost trips over and the other characters go the wrong way. It's to show the disorientation and confusion, the fear of being chased by this monk.
Yeah. Oh, now we've cut shots again. This is a really good shot because you can see the church is in one corner.
Yes.
And now it's in the full shot.
And you see them go into the church.
This is a good chase sequence, I think. It really has me on the edge of my seat. And now we have a new set. This is probably filmed in a studio. Yeah, I think this has sort of religious connotations, I guess.
Well, it definitely does. It's in a church. The Zygon is a monk.
It's a graveyard, there's a cross there. Much like the TV movie. I say it's a direct reference to Paul McGann in the TV movie.
Which is very clever. It's very, very brave to reference that when a lot of people shy away from
that. Yeah, I personally think it's a masterpiece, but this is even... Now this is, personally, what I think is the equivalent to Matt Smith's
his Pandorica speech. I think this is the Sam Golder moment where he defines himself as the Doctor.
This guy is the Doctor. No doubt, no question.
Yes, no questions.
Look, he's standing up to the Zygon there, which is clutching its head, sort of in sort of
despair and pain.
Presence. Doctor's energy. It survived. I'd personally love to see a prequel to this story.
Oh yes, definitely. I want to know more of this Zygon's backstory.
It said it survived, and
yeah. What did it survive? These are the questions.
It asks questions.
And you know it's good drama when you're so pulled into the characters that you want to know what
it's
more about.
It's Doctor Who in its element because it's mysterious. It's asking you ask questions. It's like 1963 all over again. This.
I mean, this film does nothing if not raise questions.
The Zygon had. I love that bit of drama there because it's sort of. Yeah, it shows the constant danger and another great chase scene here. They're not being chased by anything, but they are running. Oh, is this the scene? Is this my favourite scene?
Oh, it's the famous, celebrated scene. Oh my God!
This is amazing. Viewers, if you haven't seen this before, you're in for quite a ride.
You're in for a real treat here.
Yeah, and for a real journey here. The water. There's... Everyone just stops and has to have a moment and have a drink of water. It's beautiful. It's a really poignant scene. It shows the constant danger the Doctor faces, and even in the modern series, you don't get scenes where they just have some water. Because of the 45-minute format.
And if you didn't care about these characters before, you just instantly do like that, after that scene.
Humanity about them is sort of something we can all relate to.
Yes, it's a tangible, relatable humanity. Perhaps if Rose or Tyler or Martha or, you know, Amy Pond, perhaps if any of them had drank water, we would connect with them the same way that we do these characters. But this fan film was clearly, you know, one step ahead of the people who run the official show. A whole flight of stairs ahead.
The way it shows the license plates is very good because you can track them down and actually, which I have done many times, you can sort of track them down and sort of ask them about it. It's...
Oh, really? Have you?
Yeah, I have. 3 times, I think, and the police only got involved second 2 times, so...
That's really good.
It's pretty good. It's a new record.
Here's a really sad scene that sort of... It's a wonderful parting of the ways.
Yeah, I think one's up the Doomsday farewell scene, actually.
Definitely.
It's got a naturalism about it. You know, Russell T Davies can't capture.
No. Don't think anyone can capture this. Feels like we're there with them.
It gets quite... Okay, I'm back. The TARDIS there, I like the way they've gone with the TARDIS. They've taken the sort of 2 dimensions aspect one step further and made it 1 dimension.
It makes it even more impressive when you go inside and it's a whole room.
You don't actually go inside in this particular fan film, but
no, of course not.
But that would detract from the energy. But if you if you were, it would probably look fantastic. I think this last section is a lot like Death in Heaven, in the sense that it's in a graveyard.
That is true. It is in a graveyard.
And this is the epic standoff. This is the meat of the pudding.
I think in many ways this standoff represents the sort of battle between science and religion. Science represented by the Doctor, and religion represented by this Zygon monk.
This would be a comment on the extremist religious groups such as the Westboro Baptist Church and the Zionists in Israel, sort of portraying them as a monster, if you will.
Oh yes, definitely.
This is a comment, a social comment, like a reference to the John Pertwee era.
Yes.
But this does what real Doctor Who could never do. This is passion for life.
Real Doctor Who would never be brave enough to mount a scene of this scale, of this meaning.
Oh, the swords. This is a one of the greatest fight scenes probably put on camera.
The Swords of Rassilon, building in some Doctor Who lore there, connecting it back to the classics.
Yeah, it's very classic series, this. But too classic series in a way, because it's sort of... But it also has a touch of newness to it. It's...
I might say it's more like the classic series than anything in the classic series was.
Yeah, I think it just has what the classic series never had, and it just does it a lot better than the actual... Oh, and this is the... Oh, changed again to show the new emotions being portrayed. Oh, silence is ending. Darkness of time is coming. This is all foreshadowing.
Yes.
To something which has yet to happen, but...
Is it foreshadowing events in the fan series, or is it foreshadowing events in the real world? In the current climate?
Well, you know, global warming and...
Perhaps both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the special effect there where it just turns into bones.
Again, a very sudden, very impactful, powerful.
Oh, and these are the closing credits now. Penny Lane, Beatles reference, I think.
Yeah, very clever Beatle reference. The woman.
Robert Banks Stewart created the Zygon, nice reference. It just shows how many skills Lawrence Neve has. I mean, he's all of these things and probably more.
I think we can all agree Lawrence Neve is a visionary. I mean, he wove this tapestry almost single-handedly.
I mean, production accountant.
He's definitely an auteur, one of the greatest in our time, perhaps.
Of modern Kubrick, I guess.
Yeah.
But better, really.
the way he directs those actors, and I've seen him in outtakes videos work with those actors. It's very Kubrick-esque. He knows what he wants. Doesn't settle for less. He pushes them. He's always pushing.
I mean, there's the famous instance where Kubrick made some actors repeat a take hundreds of times, and Lawrence probably topped that. He probably did it thousands.
Thousands.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone can appreciate how much work and blood and sweat and tears went into Time of Zygon.
No one can properly appreciate it.
No.
And people say, "Oh well, fan films. They're just sort of people dressing up and pretending to be Doctor Who." It's more than that, guys. It's more than that. It was really quite.
These people are Doctor Who.
They make Doctor Who. It's not Peter Capaldi. He's a hack.
No.
It's
not
Sam
Stephen Moffat.
Stephen Moffat's just
it's Lawrence Neve.
It's Lawrence Neve.
It's another fan filmmaker.
Yeah.
Just to name a few.
Yeah.
They're what keeps Doctor Who spinning.
They are. They spin it right round.
I guess to sum it up, if I could give this film every award in the world, every BAFTA, every Oscar, every Teen's Choice Award,
every Golden Globe,
then I would.
You would.
That's as close as I can get to describing its magnificence.
That is powerful stuff, Phoenix. That's I agree. Anyway, let's stop it there. Thank you very much for joining me, Phoenix. It's been a pleasure.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and hope you enjoyed this as much as I did.
It has a bold, raw, almost sexual power to it.
Yeah.